Video, I'll be sharing with you why you shouldn't be waiting on universe to give you something. So a lot of people do prayers and meditations, and they like to sit in their room and they just want to meditate on things that they want to manifest, and they expect things to happen. Many people I've been talking to have been saying, hey, I've been testing out the law of attraction. I've been doing all the meditations, the law of attraction techniques, the scripting, the visualizations, but I'm still not getting what I want. The key is actually taking action. My name is Priya. I'm very passionate about spreading positive messages and empowering everyone to live their life to the fullest, because we are divine beings and we can create our own paths the way we want it. We can create our life the way we want it. We have the capacity, so let's do it. Let's dive in. So in today's video, I specifically wanted to talk to those people who are doing all the manifestation techniques and they still can't manifest what they want. The key is actually taking action. Even the word of law of attraction has the word action in it. So when we are in energy world, when we are meditating, praying, it's important to do all of that. It's important to actually elevate your spiritual vibrations, elevate your vibrational frequencies to align with the universe, to align with what we want. But at the same time, we're in a physical world. So in order for the energy world to transport anything to physical world, we actually need to have energy flowing in physical world as well. And how do we do that? Is through actions. Actions are physical, right? So the energy has to be always flowing, but it shouldn't just be in our mind, or it shouldn't just be something that we want and we put out there. It should also be aligned with the actions we do. And sometimes we have to reflect back on, is the actions, what I'm doing, is actually benefiting what I actually want? Because technically, if you look at a person, they are a reflection of who they are. It could be their surroundings, it could be their actioning. If let's say, for an example, not everybody is this type of person, but let's say you're lazy. If you're lazy, everything around you reflects your laziness. So whoever you are, if you're a hard worker, everything around you it's a reflection of who you are. So basically, you need to align yourself to what you want. Be that already so you can achieve it. You can accomplish what you want. So you need to change your energy, not just in your thought form, not just in your manifestation of meditating, but it actually has to reflect your action as well. So let's say you're doing something consistently and you're meditating, your vibrational frequency is aligning with what you want. You have been doing your yoga, you have been doing your breath work, you have been doing your prayers, your invocations, your meditations for manifestations, and you have been doing your visualizations, your scripting, all those manifestation techniques. If you have been doing that consistently, because that's also you have to do things consistently because energy is always changing. So if you have been doing this consistently and you still are not manifesting what you want, then it's actually time to reflect on what you're doing wrong. Maybe the actioning there you're putting in is not aligning with what you want. Because there is such thing as universal timing. So yes, you have to give it some time. But if you're doing this for years and years, then that means then you're doing something wrong. There's a gap. Maybe universe is telling you that you need to do something different. You need to change something that you're doing for you need to actually see changes happening. Okay? So if you're consistently doing something and you're receiving the same thing, then you have to change it. So basically, if the universe is trying to tell you that, okay, what you're doing is not aligning, then you have to change your actions, change your techniques. So let's say you are, for an example, you are working in your current job and what you want is not what you're feeling. It's not coming through that job. Then you have to change your job. You have to change what you're doing. And that goes with anything you're doing that you're trying to manifest. So energy is always flowing, but you have to make sure you're aligning to that energy to get what you want. Then this is why, if you think about it, some people believe in horoscopes and astrology and some people don't, and it doesn't matter if you do or not. But the point is, usually the predictions happens or doesn't happen based on the energies. So sometimes you go to an astrologer or horoscope person that predicts your future, and then that some stuff happens and some doesn't. It's because your energy is always constantly changing. So that person's prediction only works for that moment. That's why I don't go for these things, because I know my energy is always changing. I'm very tuned into my energy, and you know, I use like pendulum and stuff to predict some of my future as well. But I noticed that it's changing all the time depending on my actions. So some week I do like yoga for 1 week, and then the next week I don't. My energy is already changing from that last week that I did yoga versus the week I couldn't do yoga. So if your energy is constantly changing, then your vessel, the capacity changes too. And then so what you're receiving from universe is also changing. So that's why you're not getting what you want, is because either you're not ready for it yet because your action is not aligning, or the universe is really giving you a message that this is not the type of work you should be doing, you should change it. And sometimes a good way to note that down, and I recently did this thanks to my coach, Drew, if you're watching, thank you for this. He gave me a value exercise where I was kind of putting a list of all the values that are important for me. And then I reflected on the challenges I'm going through in life. Like, you know, everybody has challenges. And when I looked at the challenges, I can see that's where my values are not aligned. And I'm like, hey, this is why I'm going through the challenge, because I don't resonate with this. This is not my life purpose. So maybe start looking at the values for you, what's important for you in your life, and see if every work you do in your life, every person, every relationships you have, everything is aligned. And if not, then there's something that you need to work on, because then if it doesn't match your values, then there is already a misalignment. So once you start doing that, then you know what you need to make, the changes you need to make, and then it's easier to align yourself to exactly what you want. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, if you got anything out of this video, please click the like button, share this video with your family and friends. Let's share positive messages around and benefit everyone. We're all one, collectively one. So let's work together. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe to my channel and click the notification button, because I'm very determined to creating new videos on a weekly basis to help you live your life to the fullest capacity. We are all divine beings. Let's work together and let's live our fullest potential. Until then, namaste.